Anyway, I'm not quite finished in this part of town just yet. It looks like Cedric is the trader around here also. Cedric, don't go anywhere yet, matey. I'm not finished. I want to trade. I can't pick up these herbs. There we go. Where's he gone? Go inside. Cedric! Cedric, where are you? Ah, there he is. Sorry to disturb you. Well, you've come for your dinner, I see. Can we trade? I just want to see what Arachas eyes. Ooh. Sounds lovely. Right, we've got some daggers. We have some traps, some bombs, some alchemical ingredients, some of the rarest stuff as well. Troll tongue. Wow. Essence of death. Arachas eyes. Sticky and globulous. Ew, Jesus. Some diagrams. Once again it ticks the ones I already have. That makes life a lot easier because I thought I was going to have to make a list on a notepad of all the diagrams that I have and don't have, but it seems the game tracks that for you, so it's going to make it a lot easier for me to ascertain which ones I need and which ones I don't need. So that's absolutely handy as hell. Some of these formulas are actually pretty cheap, only like 35 gold pieces a pop. Like Flare here, Flare Bomb only 35 orens, and Grape Shot's only 70. These are different types of bombs. Red Haze and Stench Bulb and Zeracanian Sun. These are actually not too expensive, which is nice to know. Some of the diagrams are more expensive though. Some lures. I don't know anything about fishing. I'm assuming these are lures for fishing, but I haven't I haven't read anything about the fishing in this game. I don't know how to fish. So that's new to me. I'll have to sort of find that out in due course. So okay. As I say, we'll bear that in mind. Oh, I've disturbed his meal. He's now storming out. Sorry. Slams the door in my face. Temper tantrum. Look at that. It's teeming with loot, ingredients, diamond dust as well. How bloody rare is diamond dust? Right, so we're almost done here. We're just going to check the time. It's like, it's just after dusk. Probably about 6:30 at night. So we're getting to the stage where it's almost time for some late night action, where The Witcher 2 gets down and dirty. Not in the brothel, no. I know what you're thinking, you dirty-minded people. With Triss around, I don't think Geralt is going to partake in any sort of frivolities. But there are certain underhanded things like a bit of gambling, some fist fighting to take part in. And then, of course, there's the whole issue with the Commandant of Lobendon himself.
Don't betray no one else, Elvin bitch.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Commandant Dorito will explain everything.
Excuse me?
You've no right!
What's going on here?
What's going on here?
This whore's a Scoia'tael spy.
Any evidence?
What's it to you?
Easy. She loiters around the garrison, coquetting us. Roderick said he boned her, but I don't believe that.
I did!
I doubt it.
That's your evidence?
2 of our lads are missing. Last seen with her.
I only spoke to them. Then they went off towards the caves. That's all I know.
The bitch is lying. She led them into an ambush.
This ought to be easy enough to resolve. Look inside the caves.
But they're crawling with all sorts of filth.
Right. Why should I do this? Because I'm a goody two-shoes, Geralt. I'm playing the whiter than white-haired Geralt, yes. I'm going to play, obviously, a good run-through, as you haven't ascertained by now. This is one of the few games I'm not going to be an evil character.
I'll do it, but you'll pay me. Wait for me at the harbor.
Leave this girl alone. So we're making most decisions that are for the, well, we believe are for the greater good in the long run. The only question is, which side are we going to pick in the end? In terms of Scoia'tael or the others? Okay, so we'll just loot and plunder the last few bits of herbs around here. Lee, Celandine, Wolf's Bay, Mandrake Roots, Ive Newt. Right, so there's one more shop to peruse, and then we're off back into Flotsam itself, where we shall head to the bookstore, hopefully before it closes. Why do you have birds inside here?
My medallion vibrates when you're nearby, and it only vibrates near magic or danger.
Maybe it's warning you not to make a pass at me, lest I slap you.
You're right. I should watch what I do.
Listen carefully. People may say I'm a witch, but I don't deal in spells. You don't look like someone who'd come for a charm or a curse. So you either seek out sensations or hunt witches. Whichever the case.
I'm not about to denounce you, nor do I want to see you dancing naked in the moonlight before Veopatis' shrine.
How dare you?
I want to buy some herbs.
Herbs?
For personal use.
Ooh, she plays dice poker as well? What amulet? Do I have an amulet apparently on me? Maybe I do. We'll trade first. See what she has. So she has some potions, some books, or a book, some ingredients, and Dregger teeth. Lovely. We can craft and Dregger. Oh no, it's a crafting item. Crafting diagrams, mainly looking at formulae. Some of the other stuff, like wolf. We don't have the wolf yet. We don't have some of these oils, necrophage and insectoid oils for our blades. What I'm going to do is I'm going to actually sit down and do some research. Well, I say research, just have a look through what I do and don't have in terms of potions, which ones I like the look of and which ones fit my build best, and prioritise those first. But I'm going to have a session which is specifically just for going round purchasing things. When I reach that stage of the game, when I'm ready to buy them, do it all in one go, have a shopping spree sort of thing.
What do you know about protective amulets?
I'm no sorceress, but I know a bit about magic. Why do you ask?
Take a look at this one. I have reason to believe there's something not quite right about it.
I'd say there's magic in it without a doubt.
What amulet is he talking
I'd
about?
gladly buy it from you.
I don't even know what we're talking about here. When did we pick up an amulet? And what does it do?
Why do you care about the amulet so much?
I collect antiques. They may be useless to others, but I see value in them.
I don't believe you. You want to buy a piece of metal just because it's old?
I don't have to explain myself to you.
I'm a witcher. You don't want to lose a customer like me.
Is that so? Typical witcher. You're here, there, and everywhere. I won't get much trade out of you.
If you say so.
Oh. Okay, before I go selling the bloody thing, what is he talking about? I don't believe I have an amulet. A superb short sword. Damage 11 to 14, 10% bleeding. My current steel sword, 10 to 12, with only 2% chance to instant kill. But it has 3 slots for runes, but that only has 1, which is why this is probably better, I suppose. 3 rune slots. Anyway, enhancements. I don't know what the hell Is it this talisman? Is it New Boy's talisman he's talking about? It could be. New Boy's talisman. A very powerful trinket capable of protecting its owner. Ah. Okay. Well, if she's going to pay a pretty penny for it, there's no point in me keeping it. I don't even know what it does. I've changed my mind, dear.
Let's talk about the talisman.
You wish to sell it?
Yeah, look at her. She can't hide her excitement. She knows what this bloody thing is. See, look, my mouse appears here, but it doesn't appear in the menus. It's kind of annoying. Anyway, yes, I wouldn't mind selling it.
Pay me enough and...
I can give you 50 orens.
What?
That's nowhere near enough.
All right. Let's say 100.
Say two.
Why do you want the talisman?
Why do you?
Let's say it's got sentimental value for me.
Let's say I see it as a collector's item. I'll give you 200 orens,
That'll do.
and that's my final offer.
I'll take it. Are you sure that's the final answer?
What's it worth to you?
200 orens.
Are you sure? Okay. Fine, $200. Go on then. I just got a feeling, you know, that we're getting the short end of the deal here. Really do. But at a time like this, when we're scrimping and saving money to buy things, I think getting rid of it is too tempting not to do.
If you have the coin, the talisman's yours.
200 orens. There you are.
New quest phase, Melitelli's Heart. There we go. So, I just wanted to see, where is it? So that's the quest that we just picked up. We'll read that later. Melitelli's Heart. So, New Boy's talisman came a long way and finally ended up in the hands of Anezka from the village of Lobendon. And we got a tidy sum of orens for it. Okay, I suppose that's better than nothing. So, yeah, next 200 orens in my pouch. Not too shabby, if you ask me. Right, I suppose it's time to head back to Flotsam. So if we just bring up our map, pick a new quest. And Laredo. We'll speak with Laredo after we visited the bookstore and had some fist fighting fun and played some dice poker. As you can see, there's a fair few things for us to do this evening. Oh, who's this guy storming away?
Well.
Mr. Bargy. Evening, sir. Care for another rehearsal? Care to get your backside whipped again? Didn't think so. You guys still sleeping? Ah, good to see you stood to attention for a change. Oh my god, I can't believe these guys are still swinging. Swinging in the wind here. Right, bookstore. I hope it's still open. Because we have a few books to pilfer. So, non-human district. Here we go. Look at him, smoking his head off.
Witcher!
Well, if it isn't Ina Gowsel, you should really know the trouble I've gone through to find you. Hidden nicely away without a sign on your door. Anyway, let us parley, shall we?
Greetings! What brings you here, White Wolf? Make yourself at home, please.
Do we know each other?
I've heard, or rather read much about you, in the letters of the Rivian diaspora.
Well, nice to meet you.
Einar Gaussel, fundamentally a trader in old curios, although I also concern myself with the non-human community.
Non-human community?
The non-humans in Flotsam are organized?
We aren't, but we aid each other as best we can. I mainly collect taxes and announce the Commandant's dispositions.
That'd make you a prime target for Yorvith.
You're correct on that account. He's warned me many times, and I've explained the need for my function to him just as many. Both in vain. It seems we've agreed to disagree. Well, the sword is his calling, the pen is mine. Hence, no meeting of the minds. It wasn't always this hard. Turned sour when several elven lassies disappeared. We lost our trust in the humans, and the Scoia'tael ceased trusting us.
Did they turn up? The women?
No. I believe Neckers killed them. I remember Moral of the White Hands. She and her lover made a beautiful pair.
Oh, Moral. Ah, we've heard of Moral. From Cedric. Yes, this is an interesting one. Changing hairstyles. Ah. Well, that's a bit of a bugger. We can't get a preview of what we're changing it to. How much does it cost, out of interest? 40 orens. Well, I'm not paying 40 orens for a hairstyle I can't preview. I might not like it, and it's a waste of money.
I don't have enough coin.
It's not too late to...
Mind if I have a look at your books?
Take your time. No hurry.
Well, I mean, this is Geralt's hairstyle. He's had this hairstyle since The Witcher 1. He wouldn't look the same with some, some kind of weird braid or ponytail sticking out. What I'll do, I suppose, is I'll try and look online to see if I can preview these hairstyles, and if any of them sort of pique my interest, I'll change it. But we'll keep it as it is for now.
Books in Flotsam? I wouldn't have thought it a profitable enterprise.
Hey, many foreigners come through here. Sometimes they buy books, sometimes they have tomes to sell. Yesterday, for example, Lady Sheila de Tanseville purchased items for a sum equal to my yearly dealings.
Did she buy anything interesting?
De Vermis Mysteries, the Exeter Treatise, complete and unabridged, plus a very expensive volume I'd rather not mention. I should add, as generosity must be praised, that she made a donation to the community, specifically to the Fund for Widows and Orphans.
How very kind of her. I'm sure she had an ulterior motive, of course, but anyway. He plays dice poker as well, so we have that guy over in Lobendon that plays dice poker, we have Iona who plays dice poker, we have the craftsman's lackey out there that plays dice poker. Plenty of dice poker to go round. And I think Geralt, I've heard, does like a bit of dice poker. Specifically, after hours. Could become quite addictive. Anyway, let's trade, shall we? You have some books that I may need. Drowners, a textbook for the initiates of the Order of the Flaming Rose. I'm sure we'll probably need that down the line, but not quite yet, so we'll just hold off on the books we don't need. Wow, you could just pick up all these books and be reading for years. But yeah, we'll just pick up the books we need for now, and anything that we might want to peruse out of interest later we can pick up if we have a bit of spare coin floating around. So, what's this? From the Annals of Mahakaman History, Magic and Power, Monstrum or a Portrayal of Witches, Neckers in the Mist, an Easter egg of Gorillas in the Mist, I believe, and that is one of them that we need, so we're going to buy that one. And the Art of Magic, the Feudal Society and its Enemies, information on Scoia'tael, the Grand Triple, describing the cult of Melitelli, the Horrors of War, Rot Fiends, Cairns. Wow, I think this is going to be extremely handy. We're going to be taking down the Cairn at some point. Do we buy it now, or do we buy it a little bit closer to the time? I think we'll buy it closer to the time, but we're bearing in mind that there is a Cairn book here. The Pontar Valley, the Realms of the Nordlings, the Temerian Royal Dynasty, the Valley of the Flowers, the Vizemian or Vizeman Uprising, 3 Years Among the Endreg. Ah, this is the other one. So we have a book on Endreggers, and we have a book on Neckers, which is the two quests that we have at the moment in terms of the notice board. So they're the books that we'll purchase as a necessity.
It's not too late to repent.
Right, and I know we don't normally steal from places, but consider this place more of a library, where we borrow books and return them later. So if there's any decent books that I could loot from here, let's just take a look. See any books?